What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. In this video, I'm going to go through the first 20 or so things that you should do, some tips and tricks on your new Poco F4 GT. Without further ado, let's get into this video. First thing you want to do is go into your camera app, and you want to go into video, and you want to go to the menu at the top right here and change it to 4K. I either do 4K 30 or 4K 60. But definitely change it to 4K. That way you have the highest resolution. Now I'm on the back camera. If you switch to the front camera and you go to the menu there after you're on video, the highest you're gonna be able to go is 1080/30 or 1080/60. So keep that in mind. But definitely, without further ado, you should definitely be up to 1080 on the front and 4K on the back cameras. One thing to know too, at least what I noticed from initial things, is that when you go into, say, like this camera, the ultra wide, and you come in here and then you go, you can see it only goes to 1080. Now I'm gonna go back to this camera and you can see it stays at 1080. So you wanna make sure you go back to 4K. It is an annoying, I don't know if it's a bug or just a feature set the way they do it, but when you switch between the ultra wide and the regular camera and you're on video, make sure you go back into your settings to change it back to 4K. Back to the main screen of your home, press and hold on a blank spot and go into wallpapers. Choose a wallpaper. They have a store in here. You can also just do it from like a website or something, or you could search in here. But look through here, find a wallpaper that you really like and download it. And if hopefully you can find one, like I like neon generally, so I'll just come in here and type neon to see what pops up for neon. And I'm like, you know what, I really like this one. I click on this one. You can tap to see if you like it. If you like it, hit apply. And then you can set it for your lock screen and home screen or both. So I'll set it for both. Wallpaper is applied and hit the home button. And now I have my new wallpaper and it will work on the lock screen as well. Go back into here, press and hold there, and then go to settings, go to more. And the ones that we want to mess around with in here are, first, you're going to see manage app categories. Turn that off. By turning that off, you're not going to have your app categories. I'm going to hit the home button. When you see here, it's just going to be all here. I mean, it basically puts category things up here, so you can keep it on if you want. I'd rather turn it off. I like it to be nice and clean. I don't need the app categories. You can keep it on though if you'd like. Press and hold here, go back into settings, more. Then we want to go into app drawer, and where it says scroll bar, original layout, tap on that, change it to A to Z. What that means is when you go home and you swipe up, now all your apps will be in A to Z order rather than basically in the order they feel like it should go in. One more time into here, and then settings, more, and you're going to see double tap to lock screen. So if you double tap a blank spot on the home screen, it will lock your screen. So I turn that on, and if I double tap, it will lock my screen. So it's very helpful to be able to do that without having to always press the button. Next up, let's swipe down from the top right, and we're gonna go into settings. So just hit this little gear right here in the top right. And we're gonna go into the first one, which is always on display and lock screen. Tap into that, and you're gonna see always on display. Turn that on. And it allows you to choose something. You can put a custom image if you want, or you can use a clock. I would just put a regular old clock. I'll probably choose this one. You can change the colors if you don't like it to the color you like. There we go, I'll do some pinkish. You can change the style of the clock as well if you want. I'm gonna hit apply and hit the back button. That is on. I'll show you what that looks like right now. So we'll just lock the screen here, and the screen's gonna turn on in a second. You can see I get a clock here, so it's very helpful. I don't have to always keep my screen on. This will always be on. Also, raise to wake, I would turn that on. Also, double tap to wake or turn off the screen when the device is off, I guess that would be, or on, I should say. So you can double press it, it'll come up, double press it'll lock it. So kind of a nice little thing. You don't have to always hit those buttons. Give the buttons a rest. And then raise to wake is going to be if you just lift the screen up, it'll turn on your screen. Also, within always on display and lock screen, you're going to see notification effect. Tap on that, and you can choose, I think by default it's on this one, but you can change it. If you want it to light up your screen, kind of like the way an iPhone does, choose that. Otherwise, I'd choose this one. I kind of like the way it looks, so that's why I chose that. The last one under always on display and lock screen is you're gonna see launch camera. Turn that on. It says double press the volume down button to open the camera when the screen is locked. So screen is locked. Let's lock the screen real quick. I'm gonna double press the volume down, which is over here actually, and it launches my camera. Back in the main screen of settings, next you wanna go into display. In display, you can set up light mode or dark mode. I currently have it at light mode. I usually use dark mode. You can also set a schedule for dark mode. So if you want, you can turn that on and say from sunrise to sunset, it'll be, when the sun is out, it'll be like basically a white screen. When the sun goes down, it'll go dark and be a little bit easier on your eyes. Color scheme, I like either vivid or saturated. So I keep it at saturated though. Next, refresh rate. Make sure you set it to custom 120 Hertz. Definitely, without a doubt, do that. You're gonna get a very nice, smooth, fast-feeling phone. AI image engine. If you go into all these and you turn them on, it basically shows you what it's going to look like. It's going to enhance your videos if you want. This will make it look, better. So I turned all this stuff on. It's kind of cool to have it. So why not make your screen look even better? Lastly, text size. I like it a little larger, but you can make it as big or as small as you want in here. Next, go back to the main screen of settings and go into notification and control center. And the first thing that you want to go into is notification shade. Make sure it's set to Android. I think they do it better. So I would choose Android, and then you want to choose your control center style. Click on that, change it to the old version. I like it anyway, because when you pull down the status bar on the left, you get your notifications the way they have it, and then you go on the right to see your quick toggles. The old way is just everything's right here. So you can, no matter where you go, have to be the top right or top left, you're gonna get the same information. So I like the old, and I'm used to the old way, but if you like the new way where you swipe down from the right, you see your quick toggles, and then from the left, you see notifications, keep it on what it just was. Also within notifications and control center, go down to status bar, change this battery indicator. I like seeing the percentage, but I like seeing it outside. It's so hard to read it inside the battery. You can see now that at the top right, you can read the percentage of the battery. Back at the main screen of settings, go into passwords and security. If you haven't already, come in here, set up your face unlock. Go, let it see your face. Kind of do it like an iPhone. If you've seen the iPhone, do it in a circle, and that'll allow you to unlock the phone with your face. You can also set up another fingerprint if you want. Just come in here and add the fingerprint. Next, under settings, you want to go to additional settings, and you want to go into gesture shortcuts right here. And there's a couple in here. So you can really choose any of these if you want. You really don't, you have, so for instance, if you want screenshots, you can slide 3 fingers down, volume, or hit volume plus and power to do a screenshot if you want. You can see. You can turn that on or off. If you want to turn on your torch, which is your camera's flash, you can do that as well. But ultimately what I like to do is launch the camera, and I like to double press the power button. So I turned that on. So I can double press the power button and it will launch my camera for me. But like I said, there's a bunch in here. Choose the one you want. You even have back tap. So if you double tap or triple tap the back, it'll do something for whatever you want. Also within additional settings, they have quick ball. You can see, you can turn it on. It's this little thing right here. It pops out and you press it, and you can bring up the home button or recent apps or take a screenshot or something. So it does a bunch of stuff, and you can move it to where you want. You can make it full screen. You can do whatever you want in here. You have different things, but yeah, there you guys go. Memory extension, already beyond, but basically it takes 3 gigabytes of your internal storage and turns it into virtual RAM, so you can potentially get better performance. Special features, go into that under settings, go into sidebar, turn it on. And when it's on, you can see I get these kind of apps sitting in here that I can quickly click on if I want to, and you can choose which things show up in here. So if you've got some video apps, maybe you don't want me video, but you want YouTube, and you want maybe just YouTube. That's fine. Also, you can choose different games to show up in there. You can do a toolbox position, change it to the right or the left. Pop-up triggers, these are kind of interesting. So if you turn these on, you can do sound effects. You can make it to be a bullet or whatever you want, future. You can do animations, so they show up different colors. We do that color. And so just to show you the way these work you have these little buttons here. You can turn them on or off. You just flick them. And when you flick them, so when it's red, that's when you know they're on, and the buttons pop up too. So you can set them to do certain things when you're in here. So let me go into here. We'll go into, actually get out of sidebar. Go into pop-up triggers, and when you double press it on the left or the right, you can have it do certain things such as open your flashlight or camera. Same thing if you press and hold it, you can have it do something. You just press left or right to choose which one you want it to do. But just to show you, the button sticks out here, so you got more buttons on your phone. So if I press and hold it, it does that, so I can record my screen. Or if I double press it, it turns on my flashlight in the back. And then you got one at the bottom too, doing whatever you want it to do. That opens the camera. That starts my voice recorder. So you can have it do some cool stuff. So more and more buttons to even customize. Also go real quick, if you wanted to multitask, press that button, press and hold on the app. Actually, let's do this app. And then you can choose this, and then choose another app. We'll just do the Play Store. And now I have 2 apps open that I can use, and I can hold it like this. I might have the auto rotation turned off, I probably do. But it would flip flop. You can make the screen bigger or smaller for that window. And there you guys go. That is how you do a bunch of tips and tricks for the new Poco F4 GT. Have a great day. If you want to pick it up, it's linked down below, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.